See what pops up. Oh, wow, looks like they're good today.
I didn't hear.
No, it looks like everything is good today. I was checking this to make sure there weren't no issues. Last week they had some issues with Facebook broadcast. Thanks, Pop. How your morning going so far?
Man, it's going by fast. Time flies when you're having fun or you're preparing for fun with the SBP. Hopefully we see some of the good people out there today at the B-Dubs.
Yeah, today is the day.
Yes, sir.
Today is the day. We're going to get out here and looks like we might have some folks coming out. Folks said they was coming. Said they was coming out there to kick it with your people. So we're going to see.
It's all good either way. Whether it's 4 people or 40 people, it don't make no difference.
It's all good because I'm going to eat and drink. That's what I'm going to do.
Right, exactly.
With what's the old was it YouTube with or without you? That's how it's going down.
You.
Yeah, that's how it's going down today.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Good morning to everyone and everybody. The SBP is in full effect. We're doing a quick out, I should say.
Yeah.
We're gonna run a quick out for you folks today. Because today is challenge day. Now it's it is this year's annual SBP meetup. We are meeting today down at 7801 West Broad Street at the Buffalo Wild Wing. So if you are in or around the 804 area, come on through. We're gonna be there. We just ask everyone that's coming through to try to get there around about noonish if possible. The reason I say that is because they're probably not gonna let us hold any type of seats, anything in there. Though not too many, unless we have some people in our party with us. So I'm trying to get y'all to come on through and hang out with you boys. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Source?
Yeah. And if you can't get there early, get there when you can get there. Don't feel obligated to stay for 5 hours. It's okay. If you want to just come through, say what's up, hang out for a few minutes, and roll out. It's all good.
Yeah, I see that. Some of the folks, had other obligations. I see some birthday parties and stuff in there. Say they're still gonna dip through, and they're gonna check us out. So they're gonna slide through or whatever. I think somebody said they got a party, but they're gonna be right up on Broad anyway.
Yeah, I think that was the keys.
I think they're gonna be up on Broad anyway. So, it is what it is. But let's get it, y'all. I was trying to tag some people in here, but this thing is acting crazy today. Let me try it right here real quick before we get into these. Let's see if I can get it popping on this side. You been outside yet this morning?
Nah. It's brisk out there, Jim?
I just popped the window. I don't know. I popped the window over here, and surprisingly enough, it is not. It doesn't feel that cold now. I might, when I get outside, it might be a different story.
Brian, it's 37 degrees.
Oh. Well, I'm just saying, maybe it ain't flowing this way through my window just yet.
Look, the high for the day is 42.
Hey, well, you better be glad we're not having this joint outside.
Right.
Hey, shout out. Look, I'm trying to think. It's how you meet people, and over the years, or you just know a face.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was at work the other day. I stopped off at McDonald's to get something to eat, and I bumped into this cat, and I guess I met him at one of the sports bars I used to frequent, probably Bailey's or something. And we just knew each other. He's, "What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Man, how you been? Where you been? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. Where you be watching the games at?" I said, "I've been in the house a lot this year." "Yeah, you ought to come on out, man. We be down at Uptown Alley." "Yeah, that's what the Cowboys." He said, "Yeah, Cowboy faithful." He said, "Yeah, they put us outside on the deck, everything, man." I said, "Well, they put a TV out there outside." So, okay. That's what y'all doing to get cold. He said, y'all cigar smokers. We just bundled up, man. We gonna go out there and smoke. He says, okay. So I wonder if they putting them people out there, but maybe they're going out there by request. I guess they giving them their own section.
I'm just curious. It just popped in my head. This person, it wasn't the FSU dude, what is it?
Oh, Myron, no.
Okay.
Myron, Myron ain't even a Cowboy fan. He's a football fan.
Got you.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Now, we used to say he was a closet Tom Brady, so he Patriot / and for some reason he always end up with these throwback Chicago Bears jerseys, and they swear he's not a Bears fan, but I didn't see him out there with the Singletary joint and all that. So I don't know. I don't know. So we are gonna see. We're gonna see how many folks come out, man. But the people that's going over there to Uptown Alley, y'all do y'all thing. That's your spot. Y'all do your thing. But the SBP gonna be down at Buffalo Wild Wings today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I missed the sports bar a little bit. I missed the I probably don't miss it for real because it get up in that joint and it's loud and it's too much going on a lot of times. But in theory, I missed the sports bar, man. It used to be fun hitting up B-dubs or Kickback Jacks or all the way back to Mulligan's, all kinds of spots.
You know about that? You the one on Broad?
Yeah.
Yeah, we I used to hit that joint sometime. It was one over here in the fan area too. It was a little bit smaller at the time. And then they closed up and the one on Broad. Well, no, the one in the fan, I believe, was the last one in the area.
So that joint
private owner or whatever. And it's something else now. I don't even see that many people in there, but there ain't no sports bar.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. But yeah, there's a few things going on we're gonna discuss, man. We're gonna probably be on for about another 20 minutes. Once again, we are meeting today. The SBP meetup. We haven't done one in a couple of years. We will be at 7801 West Broad Street. That is the Buffalo Wild Wings. Y'all come through. Stay a while, stay a minute, stay 30 seconds, peep in, show your face. Want to give a shout out to a couple of our members, though, that did let us know that they were not going to be able to make it. First of all, I did see my dear friend Cheryl Parker said she is not feeling well. And she said she is not feeling well today. So Cheryl, I hope you feel better. Hope you can still, hope there's nothing wrong with your eyes, my friend, so you can at least watch the TV because we do play today at 425. Yeah, she is a Dallas Cowboy fan. We'll be taking on Minnesota, which is a game we are also going to discuss. I think we're going to talk about 5 games. We got enough to hit about 5 games up when we get out of here. Also, shout out to the Noah himself, Caesar. Caesar, I think a lot of people wanted to see Caesar today, so some people can knock him in the head or, talk a little smack with him. But Caesar, for which I have deemed as a very good reason, understandable reason, will not be at this meetup. So we're gonna leave a slide. Got to take care of family. So he did what he had to do. Anybody else I need to be excused and source that you know of?
No, I haven't heard from multiple people who you ain't doing nothing, Cliff. Dorian,
you both be already in the car.
Dorian, your family can get along without Dorian probably working, but your family can get along without you for a couple hours, man.
Speaking of which, not to cut you off, let me give a shout out to the brother Dorian. Though.
Yeah,
let me give a shout out to the brother because his kid is doing things, bro. His kid over at your alma mater at Manchester High School is in the paper. Is on the news almost every week doing things on a very young Manchester Lancer football team that won the other night. And Dorian told, I think he had 140-something yards rushing. Or it was his son, 140-something yards, or something like that. But yeah, David Manchester Lancer as a whole. But shout out to group member, our guy Dorian Bryant, man. Respect, man. I can't wait to continue to watch your son do big things, man. That's good. That's good. That's good parenting. All the way around. So shout out to your wife, who's also LC Bird along. I had to throw that in there.
Is
But
she?
yeah, she is.
Dang.
Matter of fact, she just got inducted into our Hall of Fame softball. So yeah, so shout out to everybody. But yeah, a few more people just jumped on. Expect to see a whole lot of y'all down at Buffalo Wild Wings here. We were meeting at noon. We're trying to walk in with as many people as we can so we can try to sit together or be in the same general area. So 7801 West Broad Street, Buffalo Wild Wings, come through. But anyway, enough of that. Source.
Yes, sir.
Have you been watching the news, man? Have you been monitoring the news in the sports world, I should say, over the past week or so? Maybe
well,
not,
I kind of stopped. I stopped watching sports after the Eagles lost on Monday night. So,
well, this is what I want to say. Why can't we have nice things? You know, I say this a lot, bro. Why can we not have nice things? There's something going on right now in Buffalo that is crazy, and I think we kind of wanted to see it. This is what we wanted to see.
We love that.
We love that. I got so excited, bro, that when I saw that this thing was going down out there, I said, "Oh, we about to get us a snow game back. We in there, Source. We've been hollering about this thing, and these people just packed up and moved the game to Detroit. So we are not going to be able to see it." I was like, man, if they have this game and we at the bar, we get to watch this together. But nah, it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen, man. How upset are you about this? I'm pretty upset.
Yeah, I'm selfishly disappointed, but you know, I was just thinking about I was listening to sports radio. I think I was listening to ESPN something, NFL Network, but a reporter that was headed to Buffalo for the game was thinking about her day or her trip and her day, because it's been snowing. It's been snowing for a minute. Mm-hmm. So she was thinking about her day, and I just started thinking about the fans in general. Like, you know, we all love a snow game, but man, it would be treacherous out that joint trying to get to the game. It would be a good time once you got there safely and got in. Probably you'd be freezing, but I'd love it. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I'm not too disappointed. I'm disappointed for myself because I enjoy the snow games, but for, I guess, everybody else, the safe decision was made.
Yeah, and I guess it works out for Buffalo because they don't even got to leave this week. they played Detroit on Thanksgiving, right?
Exactly. So they chilling.
They're going to already be in Motown. You feel me? So, I'm selfish too. And this is what tripped me out, man. I don't know if you got a chance to catch this picture yesterday. This is Sam Martin, the Bills punter.
I did not see
found his truck.
That's crazy.
Look at that, yo. Look at that snow. Last report, crazy. 77 inches the last I saw. 77 inches. Somebody said I'm glad that with Arizona won't playing down there in Kyler Murray. We'll be able to find it, bro.
So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
You know, the internet is ruthless and it's still undefeated, man. Looks like they sold 50, but down in Detroit, man, looks like they sold 56,000 tickets in 48 hours. And they say there's a lot of Bills fans. Like I think we got to start adding Buffalo to the list when we talk about teams that travel. You know, we know the Cowboys travel. We know the Steelers travel. We might have to put Buffalo on this list, man. Like they travel. Buffalo
travels on demand. They had no chance to plan or nothing. They're like, oh, we planning to let me book my flight right now. Yeah.
I wonder how many of those people that bought tickets, it worked out, were already going to the Thanksgiving joint.
Oh, that's a nice look. I mean, that hotel ain't gonna be nice.
Anybody was able to snag a vacation or call a boss at the last and say, look, any way I can, look, I know I didn't tell you a month in advance. Can I go ahead and take that vacation this week? I got me and the fan. I mean, look, if you're a football fan and definitely a Buffalo Bills fan, that would be awesome. Oh, yeah. And maybe a little less, maybe even a less awesome, but you still get to see football. Even if you're a Detroit fan, you're looking for something to do today, they didn't came to town. So you know what? We already going to the Thanksgiving joint. Let's see what we can do here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what one of them. I think it was on TikTok. One of the Detroit fans that lives in Detroit was like, "Yo, they need to bring that joint to Detroit since they play on Thursday." This was before it was announced,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Shoot, let us get a free game." I guess season ticket holders might. I don't know. I don't know how it works for real, but he was looking for a free game. I don't blame him. And then get to go to the Thursday night joint too. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, shout out to the bro, Chris Robin. I saw he and the people he know were talking about trying to possibly get tickets
Yeah.
for today's game. So I haven't checked to see if he was successful, but him and some of his boys was talking about going. So it is what it is. You think let me ask you this real quick before we jump into these picks, man. We're going to be on for another 10, 12 minutes. The Thursday night game, did you watch the Thursday night football game?
Who played on Thursday night?
That would have been the Titans and the
Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I watched that game.
Packers done?
Bro, forget how they done. Let's talk about how they, if y'all would have held on, I'm not throwing, shade, but if y'all had held on, this would be loss number 7 in a row. 7? So, I mean, still, they lost 6 out of 7 games. Like, that's crazy. Am I tripping? Green Bay Aaron Rodgers, you know what? I got to be careful with my words because somebody will flip this around and say, well, LeBron James. Well, KD. Yeah, it's true. But good Lord, I guess I can't really feel bad for them because they've had successful careers and, usually win. But man, hard times.
Yeah, it's done because if you look at all the teams that are over them in the playoff race as of right now, the only team that they would hold a tiebreaker over would be the Cowboys, right? But they're sitting there at 4-7, and Minnesota at 8-1 coming into the day. So you six games down in the loss column, and right now and 4 in the win. They ain't make the playoffs, bro. Wait, this is crazy.
Does Aaron Rodgers get benched late in the season?
Do you want that type of smoke? Like, what are you benching him for? Like at this point, what are you benching him for? Unless you're planning for him not to be there next year.
Yeah.
All that
basically, I mean,
how many opportunities to not be there? Yeah.
How many opportunities has a backup quarterback had in Green Bay in the last 12, 15 years?
Usually every time they draft somebody or they talk about they're going to get somebody or they bring somebody along, then they'll end up being on the squad. Like
they be over there John like
this is bad. I ain't mad. This the heck with Green Bay, but I'm just saying it's a sad scene for some people where Aaron Rodgers will most likely not be seen when first week of the playoffs. So.
Oh yeah, correct.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go on a terrible run at this point, maybe not lose the rest of the season and see how everything else falls. But they're not winning the division. I can go and say it now confidently. The division is locked. I'm gonna say that confidently. Division is locked. They got that thing. Keys try to tell y'all. Also today, man, let's go ahead and pick this one. We got the Jets and the Patriots going at it. Looks like your boy Belichick has won, I believe, at least 13 straight, I believe, over the New York Jets. I'm pretty confident at least 13 straight over the New York Jets, including early in the season when I just knew that the Jets were going to beat the New England Patriots. And it didn't go down that way. And the Jets actually played so well in that game defensively. They got to the quarterback 6 times, several run stuff. They were locking up the receivers. They just couldn't make all the plays offensively. And they had some trouble on their end from the quarterback position. But, man, another good one on tap. Jets 6-3. Pats trying to keep pace at 5-4. What you think?
Yeah, I was with you on the first time they played. I was like, the Jets got them this time. I know they got them. Kind of like I was last week with Dallas over Green Bay. But that's another story that we already touched on. Yeah, so 5-4. you never want to play. I can't say struggling, but they are at the bottom of the division though. Can't say they're struggling, but they are at the bottom of the division. Tough division, probably the best division in football,
Yeah.
right? Because none of those teams do you really want to see. You surely don't want to see Miami or Buffalo, and then you got the Jets, who we're talking about. I still got to lean towards old Hoodie, especially at the crib, just because we know that they beat the Jets on the road a few weeks back, and going into Foxborough. Where do they even play at this point? Gillette. Yeah, I can't bet against the New England Patriots at this point in time. So I'm going New England 24 and the Jets 17.
Word up. It's a good score. It's a real good score. Don, what's up, bro? Happy birthday. We'll be seeing you in a little bit, my brother.
Happy birthday, Cuzzo.
No doubt, no doubt. It's my guy. Yeah, the Jets. Now the Jets are funny because even though they lost that game to the Patriots, they beaten a couple of good teams. They beaten Buffalo and Miami, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, and the thing is, they 4-0 on the road, so they're on the road today. So I'm gonna give them another shot. I'm gonna give them another shot at winning this thing 23-17.
Woo,
I'm gonna give another shot today.
Prime said 23-17.
23-17.
Jets, I say 24-17, New England.
Okay, indeed. Next up, the game you got a lot of interest in, right? Here will be the Eagles and the Colts. Your boys looking to shake off that loss to the Commanders last week, right? What y'all gonna do today?
What I'm gonna do, shout out to Chad Cannon, messaged me to make sure he was in the SBP pick'em pool this week, and he didn't forget to put his picks in. He said, "What are your Eagles gonna do?" Also, he won last week because Washington won the game. He won the pool. So I don't know if it was a dig. Now that I think about it, it might have been a shot. It might have been a shot, low key. But I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I do know is what I told Chad. The Eagles better play well because y'all can't be embarrassing me in front of the SBP faithful out here in these streets today. Have me looking crazy.
Sure can. Hey man, this is what I'm looking at this thing here. Your boy AJ Brown's on a tear this year, leading receiver for you guys, 6 TDs. But if you'd have told me the leading receiver for the Colts, Michael Pittman, would only have 1 touchdown this season at this time, I said, man, you crazy.
Crazy.
You on some of that Snoop. Like,
we.
But that's what's happened. 603 yards, but he's only touched the end zone 1 time. Last week, Washington rushed the ball for 152 yards and 2 scores on you guys. And my man JT coming to town. And I told y'all last week when I picked Jeff Saturday to win, I said, look, what do you really know? But lining up and running the football. Y'all bunch of me running. And exactly what they did. And to most people's surprise, not mine, because I picked the Colts to win last week. JT got it done. $147 on the ground. They rushed over 200 yards as a team. And granted, what was it, the Raiders? But, hey, that's going to be the same formula. You try to keep it simple. I do like the fact I heard Matt Ryan was in on, even when he got benched and he was upset, he was in on trying to help to make things better. And they said when Saturday got there, he told them, we just got to simplify some things, which I believe which was going to happen anyway. And that's what they did. They got the victory. And they're going to get the victory today, 24-23 to Colts.
Thank you, Prime, for saying that. I appreciate those good words that you just dropped. Yeah, I don't disagree with a lot of what you said, especially. I don't know if I told you late. I did the 4 o'clock. It was the 4 o'clock game, or a 4 o'clock game, and I switched. I don't even think I switched. I think when I realized that Matt Ryan was starting, I threw Jonathan Taylor in my lineup, and yeah, I think I finished like top 100 in one of the big drones.
Word?
Yeah. It wasn't nothing crazy, like $30, but yeah, because he was in there, and then I had Christian Watson in there as well.
It's so great. You can buy at least 2 12-packs with that. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
I might have to go ahead and hook Cuzzo up for his birthday, based on that dub. But yeah, the Eagles. I'm not gonna say anybody needs a loss because I'm not really a needs a loss kind of guy. But at the crib on Monday night against a division opponent who was at the bottom of the barrel in, as far as the division, and you take a L and you look bad. You look bad. Okay, all right, I'm with it. It led to the pickup of two defensive tackles, which was a need because you saw it on Monday night in front of everybody. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And yeah, we can see what type of response the Eagles have to adversity when they are expected to win. And it hasn't been that way. It wasn't that way for Jalen Hurts last year. So it's a new experience, at least in the NFL. I'm going to go Eagles 26-23 in a close game, a good game, but the Eagles prevail. And they don't embarrass me while I'm in public with the SBP crew.
Yeah, let me tell you what's scary. When I was picking you guys all week, that was a score I had up until this morning.
Oh, yeah?
I had Philly at 26-23. Well, I changed it up. Next up on today's docket, we got the roll, 4:25 p.m. The get well game for my people, Cheryl Parker, will be the Dallas Cowboys trying to shake off that horrible loss last week against my man's Kirk Cousins, and it's going down. I'm just going to say this. We can't be pulling that foolishness we pulled last week. Get a 14-point lead, expect to milk this thing. And I understand that most people's eyes that, yeah, Kirk ain't Aaron Rodgers. But y'all going to stop disrespecting Kirk. Kirk balling, man. Kirk balling. And I know y'all talking about, yeah, he's got receivers to bail him out. Yeah, if you got a Justin Jefferson, you make that catch last week. You had to put the ball in the air, right? Man, y'all stop disrespecting Kirk. But I ain't gonna lie, I love Kirk Cousins to death. I hope he had one of the worst games of his life today, though. And that would be the only time this season. That would be the only time this season I'm gonna say that. Unless we meet the playoffs, and I say it again, right? But it's gonna be tough, man. Look, Cowboys getting Zeke back today. I do understand they're gonna ease him in a little bit. They said that Pollard supposedly will still get the ball, which most people like that anyway, because Pollard making plays, right? But what scares me is I think the Cowboys in this would need to get an early lead versus trying to play tit for tat in this game. Because if this game is even, Kirk ain't got to do nothing. They just gonna hand that ball off to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin's had great success against the Dallas Cowboys, man. So I ain't even gonna front. I'm a little worried about today.
Prime said he a little worried about today, y'all. Ain't that interesting? That is interesting. He did say he was worried last week too, and I told him that he shouldn't be, and apparently he should have been. So fair enough. I know he is emotionally torn between having to pick, not really having to pick between his Cowboys and Kirk Cousins, but just going against Kirk Cousins on today. I'm with you. You know, we are Team Kirk Cousins around this joint in the SBP. At least we are. These two people right here on the screen are pro Kirk Cousins. Man, what can we say about last week? Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. Is that the catch? Is it OBJ or is it Justin Jefferson?
I was going to present that. I'm going with, forget the recency bias, but I'm going to go with JJ only because of the stakes. Because of the stakes in that one, man. Playing the best, arguably the best defense in the league. You had to have it. Y'all showed out. You made an incredible catch on, was it 4th down and like 18 or something?
4th and 18.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, not to take nothing away from OBJ, but I think we still won that game that night, I believe. If I remember correctly, I think the Cowboys still won that game when OBJ made that catch, I believe. But anyway, still, stakes a little bit different in this one. So I'm going to go with JJ by a smidge.
Word. Yeah, it's up in the air for me, but people are funny saying the defender helped him catch it. I get what you're trying to say. And, you know, I get that the ball was less, there was less chance of movement with the defender having two hands on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He still had to take it away, and he was upside down pretty much trying to do so with one hand, and he had to land and retain possession of the ball. And it was like you said, it was 4th and 18. If he doesn't make that catch, the game is over. If he doesn't make that catch, the game's over. So I feel like you said,
plus he made a couple of key plays on that drive. Other than that catch, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like
absolutely. In the words of De La, stakes is high, or stakes were high at the moment. So I'm going JJ in the moment as well. And I'm going Minnesota on top of that. As you already knew. You knew I was going to pick Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's the Vikings at the crib. I mean, they're 8-1. Like, it's not like it's a wild pick or just, you hate the Dallas Cowboys. No, Minnesota.
Respect on that name. Put some respect on the Minnesota Vikings name, y'all. Put some respect on it. I know y'all waiting for Kirk to hit that. The same old Kirk, I told you so. Put some respect on the name. What was your score, bro?
I ain't even say it. 20. I don't know. Oh, fine, I'll say it. No. I'll keep it at 28. 28-20. 28-20 Minnesota over Dallas.
Around these parts, man, you know how we do it, Source. In Kirk, we trust. And I do. But today, I trust Kirk to give Diggs one. Cowboys win it 28-24.
I like it.
All right. Move on to the next one. Big game. Always exciting game. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chargers. Always exciting. Two of the best quarterbacks in the league. One of them is definitely playing like it. Not being mentioned in the MVP discussion, but you need to start discussing them in the MVP discussion. Kirk Cousins, man. This game, every time they play, gives us the big stuff. Gives us not Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, bro. Patrick Mahomes always gives us the underarm passes, the sleek getaways. When they play the Chargers, Mike Williams always getting the one-handed catches. Mike Williams supposed to be back today, supposedly with Keenan Allen. I know Justin Herbert loves that, but it's always an exciting game right here. Flip side for my mans, there is no Juju today and no McCole Hardman. So we're going to see what Kadarius Toney about and the rest of them cats, man. But, yeah, I'm going to go and tell you off top. I'm rolling with Mahomes 37-27. I don't care who coming back for the Chargers.
Prime said he is rolling with my homies. I ain't mad at you, Prime. I ain't mad at you. I like Clueless too, bro. I like Clueless too.
Well, now I don't feel bad. I ain't know.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, Mahomes and Toney should be a nice combination today. We saw Toney getting that end zone for the first time this season in his first game in Kansas City last week. Yeah, I'm not that, I think things will be okay without Juju. If things can be okay without Tyreek Hill, different but okay, then I think things will be okay without Juju. I think so. They still got like 6 receivers over there, Joan, that they can throw out there at any time. Well, and Hardman, I should say, out of there. I'm going with Kansas City as well. I got a little less points. They tend to slow down on the points in this particular matchup sometimes. At least I think last game the points were down a little bit. I'm going to go 27-23 Kansas City. Although I think Kansas City will be in control of the game, but I'm going 27-20. Matter of fact, man, let's make it 30. Let's make it 30. 30-23.
30 piece. All right. Last game. 49ers and Cardinals. It seems like two teams we talk about every week. But yeah, it's a game we got to talk about. The Cardinals are playing a little bit better. We talked about once D-Hop has come back. He's had his little out with Kyler Murray. They seem to be okay. Kyler Murray had his out with the coach. I guess they okay. He just had an out with everybody. I don't know. Did the new Call of Duty come out? Because that might tell me a lot about this game, who I think will win it. But now I think the 49ers going to win this game. No, look, at 49ers team nobody wants to see on any given day, and especially when they really get this thing going in the playoffs, man. You know about CMC. You know, we know about Debo. We just know what they can do. One of the few teams can have the quarterback not light it up, and they can still beat you down when they need to. So I ain't need I'm gonna hit you with the young Joe this time. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna go with the 49ers in this one. 49ers winning this game 27-17.
Wow, 27-17. Okay, my score's a little funkier than that. Funky, because you heard it from here. See, Cuzzo, Don Mosley, will be joining us a little later today. I wonder if he's happier or not so happy that we had this joint today instead of on whatever other Sunday where the 49ers are actually in action. He's probably happy. He ain't got to worry about nothing. He can just kick it, sit back in his 49ers gear, chill. Him and JB, if JB
it's my guy, the other guy, JB, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm with them. I don't trust the Cardinals right now. And actually, my daughter and I watched we watched Hard Knocks yesterday. We watched episode 2 of Hard Knocks in action or in season yesterday. And I had already seen when D-Hop went off on him 2 weeks ago. I guess it was 2 weeks ago. When not went off on him, but said something to him, during the game. You're like, bruh, like, what are you seeing? What are you looking at? But he did it in a nice way. He did it in a nice way. I don't know if he did it that nicely because he was mic'd up or because that's just how he talks to Kyler. But you got to kind of coddle Kyler a little bit. You got to be like, hey, not because he runs like a baby, though, because that's what y'all say. I don't like that y'all say he runs like a toddler, but not because of that, just because his personality. You got to be a little, hey, bro, like, can't be just snapping on dude. We might. Anyway, I got San Francisco. Run TM. What was it? Run DMC. I'm sorry. Run DMC was the. I will say Run TMC. Golden State.
What you got? Cuz I ain't got to worry about nobody seeing me cry if I take a L. You ain't got to worry about it, man. You ain't got to worry about it. What was your score?
Run DMC 29-22.
29-22? That sounds like a 9 game. It's like a 9 game. So we both in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, man, fun game to watch. You got a quick score for this one more game, and that game, of course, would be the Bears and the Falcons. I think this could actually just be a fun game. Yeah, I think this could really be a fun game. I mean, there's a possibility we could see a lot of points scored in this particular matchup because both teams have the ability to move the ball on the ground, and a lot of weeks neither one of them play defense. So I don't know. Any quick thoughts or score on this one?
First thought that popped in my head when you said it was 41-32, but for whatever reason, I think I'm gonna bring it back to 40-33. Shootout.
Going like that? I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna say maybe 34-30 and that, but I ain't gonna pick a winner because I have no idea. I ain't picking a winner. I just think it might be some points for it.
The only one I can think is going to get to 40 or can get to 40 for real, is Chicago. So I'm going Chicago 40-33.
Very last thing, we out, is this right here. We're going to the bar today. We'll be at the bar here in less than an hour. Ranch or blue cheese, man?
Man, it's ranch easy. First of all, anything that has the word cheese in it is not going, it's not here. We are not friends. But I think back in the day, when I first started eating ranch or blue cheese, I think I leaned towards blue cheese. I don't think I knew any better. Yeah, it's ranch. It's been ranch for at least 15, 20 years.
Ooh, that blue cheese. Cliff, no doubt, my guy. I'm going to tell you what's funny. I'm like most people. I really was never about blue cheese. And I can't even mess with everybody's blue cheese. I don't even attempt to. I will admit, though, I don't know what they put in that joint. It's something about the blue cheese at B-Dubs is actually good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I go to other places and it's like straight nasty. I don't know what it is. But them and Wing Command actually have good blue cheese. That's just a different recipe or something. Like, they put something extra in there. I don't know what it is.
Prime said, I don't know what it is about the blue cheese that you have here, but it sure is fun.
Yeah, I'm going to find out today because that's what I'm going to get. So if you don't like blue cheese, I'm sorry. You ain't got to eat them. You know what I'm saying? So SBP, y'all. We about to peel up out here. We about to head on down to the spot, 7801 West Broad Street, Buffalo Wild Wings. Get there. Got about 45 minutes. Get there. So we can try to walk in as many people as possible so they don't give us no hassle about getting tables and stuff. So, or get there when you can, but it'll be good if you can try to get there and meet us there as early as noonish. So until then, some of y'all, we will see y'all Thursday. Thanksgiving Day show, we will have that morning while y'all doing what you do. Other than that, some of y'all we gonna see here in a little bit. So SBP, y'all, let's do it. Peace.
Oh, let's do it.